104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington's pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in my hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels. Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah, and so that's what we do. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Where are you going, Lanzarote?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Don't know. Suzanne sorted it out.
I said, Lanzarote. I said, is that Africa or is it Spain or Portugal? Just thought you don't know. I went, what do you mean don't know? I goes, well, what's the currency? I went, don't know. I said, Suzanne booked this one, did she?
Yeah.
I thought, where is it? Is Lanzarote African or
Foreign. Somewhere foreign.
I was looking last night, and doesn't look that good. There was like one of the highlights of the things it says you've got to do is go and have. Apparently, they've got restaurants in caves, and that's like one of the things they say you must do. Mm. So, if that's a highlight, do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll do that. Go and see what that's like.
Yeah.
When you're on the beach, Carl, do you wear the very, very tight Speedos?
No.
Do you walk around with them?
Sort of longish shorts, T-shirt on, probably with a sort of a light shirt on top of that.
Right, sure.
So quite wrapped up then.
Covered up. Do you wear a hat? Because obviously the bald head, there's risk of sunburn.
No, I just put a bit of lotion on it.
Lotion on there.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of a wander down the beach, have a look.
Yeah.
See if there's any old blokes with their tackle out and a backpack.
I'll have to look forward to, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to finding out how you get on.
Yeah, I'll let you
And
know.
Interested to know what she gives you on Christmas Day.
More scintillating chat after this next song.
We've had a lot of emails, Carl. I don't want to sort of put a dampener on your Christmas, but a lot of people have been slagging off Lanzarote. One of them just said, I don't know if I can find
It is Canaria, isn't it? It is one of the Canaries, isn't it?
It's a volcanic island covered in volcanic dust. It's very windy, so you have to dig a hole to sit in on the beach, and there's hardly anything to do. That's from Mike Godham, and he says, unless you like quad biking, well, you've seen what happened to
No,
Ozzy
don't
Osbourne
go
this week,
quad
so don't do
biking.
that.
Not with your little head. There's no protection at all, is there?
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know.
At least Rick Mann and Ozzy had lots of hair. Yours would be like Humpty Dumpty. It would crack like a little egg. And then we'd seen, there's no kings or kings horses. So,
they couldn't do the job anyway.
No, we shouldn't really send them. They're not really qualified.
Horses not equipped to put
send a medical man like Neil Fox in.
Yes.
To mend
but not
eggs.
some kind of military horse.
I bet he's had egg on his face a few times, hasn't he?
What, Foxy?
Yeah.
Well, most of the series are Pop Idol.
Right, Carl. Lanzarote, good or bad?
Well, you got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yeah, well done.
Give everywhere a go.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Don't just take the word for it. I mean, if it had said Nananova, Lanzarote shit, he'd have believed it.
Sure.
If he'd have overheard it in a pub, Lanzarote a crap, he'd have believed it. He'd have seen it on a website that was mainly concerned with monkeys and witches, he'd have believed it.
Yeah.
As it is.
Everybody raves about New York, and when I went there, I thought it was rubbish.
Well, you're an idiot then, because that is possibly the greatest city in the world, along with London.
Subjective, though. That's why they have holiday programmes and that, innit? So you see it and you decide for yourself and that.
Yeah, but you saw Venice on a holiday programme, as you put it. You went there and you went, it was rubbish, full of black bin liners.
Well, it is.
Right. Didn't they show them?
It stunk.
Didn't Judith Chalmers say that? Oh, it stinks here and there's loads of rubbish everywhere.
No, she didn't.
Did she mention that?
Oh, that's what I mean. So it depends what you want from holiday, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. But
So
you're an idiot if you don't like New York, so next.
Anyway, come on, break up, guys. Kiss and make up.
Well, the general public are getting involved with Carl's holiday, and, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic, there's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply. It's
You
all
have to sit in a
imported.
hole. What do you think of this, Carl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
rubbish though, will it?
What do you mean?
Be all right.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. It doesn't bother me.
All right.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What's your plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that. So,
Brilliant.
And the weather's better than here, isn't it?
What's the matter? What's the
Well,
matter with
I've
Carl?
got something to cheer him up. Someone's emailed in, Emma's emailed in, she said that for those that know, those in the know, they referred to Lanzarote as Lanzarote.
Brilliant.
He's a bit fed up. He's got 2 CDs for Christmas from a company that's he's been with for 6 years. He's a little bit grumpy about having to answer the phones. He wouldn't go and make Steve another cup of tea immediately.
Selfish.
Yeah. Carl, what are you thinking?
Nothing. Go on, what were you doing?
Come on, Carl, you're getting paid for this. Project. Out.
We'll take one of those CDs away.
All right.
From that classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, the Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto
genetically modified babies, but
and
somehow
then Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently.
Well,
I don't know if that's
you
relevant.
You don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is like make a picture for you so you understand.
What does she look like? Who did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline Quirk.
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats?
I've never got that close to it.
Okay, all right.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse.
Yeah, from I don't know where. I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them.
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't
get
have
caught?
it for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse.
No,
in
what
there.
happened was I was. They did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know. I thought forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money making idea. So you're a charity.
So I asked my mum for some because she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them, and I'll go and buy some plastic cups, and got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
So did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they wouldn't have survived. But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough. So as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door and they opened the door and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room.
Oh.
I looked quite happy and everything because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
central heating,
3-piece suite, and a telly and that?
Telly and that.
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari,
right? I was walking through London.
Commodore 64, rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." I said, "They've got that dog is happier than most dogs,
right?
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah,
it doesn't eat. But other than that,
no, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
But anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family. Who's a bit... What were we talking about? It was about cloning...
Genetically modified kids and all that stuff, yeah.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is you could say, you know, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? Mm-hmm. And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It could happen, Rick.
So...
Come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now, the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right? Now, you look at Stephen, you look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well. You give it good food and
I'm a good dad.
all the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right? So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. You know, it gets tired easily and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family who had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby, And my man went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby," right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know. And the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid. But as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying, like, abusing it, but it used to run around. It used to play out till, like, 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit...
Did it have hooves?
Yeah, no. Chase cars.
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh God!
No.
Was it called Rover?
The weird
Did it catch sticks?
It's Liam, it was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly, and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant. Wow. Life.
Wow!
That was a hell of a point.
Oh God!
But am I right?
Oh, you're always right, Carl.
Well, if you've just tuned in, it's XFM 104.9. You've got that bit right. Ricky Gervais show with me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Carl is actually in a little booth. We're not in the studio, you see. This is pre-recorded. We recorded this last week because we're away. And it's sort of like the best of the last 3 weeks since last time we were away when we put out the best of.
Now, you weren't speaking to Suzanne last week at this time because you said she had a haircut, probably quite an expensive haircut. She's a lady in media. She's got to look good. She probably doesn't go to the barber like you or just shave it at home. Probably spent quite a little bit of money on it. She came home. She thought, well, my sweetheart, my lover, my sweetheart, you know what I mean? The man in my life is gonna love this.
Well, he adores everything about me. He's going to love my hair.
She walked in. Hello, Carl. All right. You look like Dave Hill from Slade, is what Hugh said to the poor woman. And then talked about it on air. She was furious about that. So what did you do?
Carl?
She did listen, yeah. She wasn't happy.
And she heard you slagging her hair off?
Yeah. She, well, what annoys
So this
me
is probably annoying her now.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. We can do a lot today because she's at work. So
And of course, no one's going to tell her.
let's have a chat about a fat arse, shall we? Let's get it all done.
Oh, dear.
You are in so much trouble. That's look, he's realised he is a little bit worried. Oh, didn't you go and buy her a coat or something?
Took her out on Sunday and treated her to a new coat and that.
Yeah.
But I offered, I said as well, I said I'd pay to have it done again.
Oh no, Carl! You have. Oh God! Oh my Christ!
So she listened to the show. What did she say? You got home. She'd heard you slagging her hair off.
Imagine that. He thinks that's a good thing. We've won the polls. Brilliant. What are we doing? Well, you can have facial surgery now, love. It's sort of like it's just Christ. You offered to have it done again. Unbelievable.
Yeah. But I got home and she's like all being moody with me, right?
Yeah.
You thought something's wrong. She must have listened to the show when I was slagging off her hair.
Well, his first thought was she's probably looked at herself in the mirror. She agrees with me.
Yeah, that barber's been round again.
Yeah.
And she just said, "Oh, that wasn't very nice of you, was it?"
Oh.
So I just said, "Hang on a minute." I said, "That's what we do on the show. When I'm slagging off, Chinese people looking old or whatever, I said, you never interfere."
Sure.
I love the fact.
She's got to get her priorities right.
I love the fact that she's in the same queue as a billion people you've never met.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. She's in the same queue. Well, he didn't complain when I was
because
slagging off.
Carl, I don't think Carl has ever admitted he might be in the wrong, ever. Certainly not to your eye. So did
That
you admit...
is so true.
Isn't it?
That is so true.
He's never admitted that he might be in the wrong. So did you, in this instance, agree that maybe you'd overstepped the mark?
No, I just said she took it badly. Do you know what I mean? It's only a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
See, you haven't seen it, so you can't start interfering on this one.
No, okay.
No, I haven't seen it, but I very much doubt she looks like Dave Hill from Slade, who, if I'm, unless I'm mistaken, used to cut his hair with garden shears blindfolded.
Well.
So, you know what I mean? And did her teeth stick out and she started to speak with a Brummie accent as well?
I've got used to it now anyway. So,
And so did you bought... So at some point you came crawling back and you said, do you want me to buy you a coat?
I just said, let's leave that. Let's go out and have a good weekend.
Sure.
But get your hat before we go. And
God.
treated her to a new coat and that. It's a nice coat, so it takes people will look at that rather than looking at the head.
So if
does it do flash? It's got obscenities across the back.
If anyone who knows Carl's girlfriend is listening,
Tell her.
And maybe you're a work colleague and you're listening to the show,
Because I
or
think this is
something,
terrible.
Get her to phone him now.
Get her to phone him now. I mean,
Get
forget
her to phone on the XFM number.
What's the fat ass complaint line? Because you are in deep shite.
Just animal facts. I remembered one in the week.
Go on.
There was, do you know them two gay American men who have tigers?
Okay, the two gay ones,
Those
yeah,
are
go
the
on.
two possibly gay guys.
Yeah, let's not worry about libel law anymore then. Yeah,
if you shave a tiger's head...
Whoa. Right, okay. You've got to treat that sentence with a lot more reverence than you did. Think what you're saying. If you shave a tiger's head...
Not just his head, its whole body.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
So I thought you were getting weird. Go on, then. Yeah, if you shave a tiger, yeah, go on.
It's still stripy underneath. The skin's...
Is it like rock?
It goes all the way through.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Where did you hear that one?
I remembered that. Like, was
that a drunk just shouting it in the street?
I shaved a tiger and it's still stripy. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, you know a polar bear? Polar bear's skin is actually black, and its fur is transparent, not white, and it gives the illusion. So it gets all the radiation possible from the sun, but it's still camouflaged.
I didn't understand that, Rick. Sorry, you lost me. If its skin's black,
a polar bear's skin is black,
and its fur is translucent,
and its fur is translucent.
So why is it white when we?
Well, it's just because the light hits it and
the sun reflects on.
Yeah, and it makes it look white. Yeah, so if you look at each individual hair, it's actually translucent.
So at night it would be black.
Well, everything is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, not bright stuff, Rick. You've embarrassed yourself. Play a record.
Right. Okay. Are you in a film this week, Carl?
We're doing that now.
Yeah. Go on. Get it over with.
Hang on a minute, then.
Get it over with. Let's get this show over with. We can go home. You can go off to Lanzarote and sit on some ash.
Some charcoal.
He's not happy about that. That's annoyed him. The listeners have all ganged up on him.
Yeah.
XFM giving him 2 CDs.
We've had more calls for his resignation this week than ever before.
What do you think of that, Carl?
What do you mean?
There's another reason.
Do you know what I mean, though? Because he's grumpy. He's not just giving it. He goes, well, I can't help it, can I? I don't want it. You're being paid well to do a job. People have tuned in to be entertained, to have good songs. Me and Steve are working here.
I'm pressing the buttons. I'm paid to press the buttons. That's what I'm doing. Has every CD started on time?
Then why would they give you Monday off if you just paid to press the buttons?
Don't get every other Monday off, do I?
So have you stopped doing that now, have you?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Because there's work to do in that. I'm not moaning about it. Let's get on with it. So
it's you in the film Scrooge.
Yeah.
Which version of Scrooge?
The old one.
Is it? If it's just you moaning with bells, I'll be annoyed. Right,
that is essentially Scrooge.
yeah.
Right, Scrooge, listen to this, and then there's some question at the end,
right.
and you can win some stuff and that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're late.
Only 20 minutes.
What do you mean by coming in here at this time of day?
I've just been doing some Christmas shopping, haven't I? Probably do some more shopping on Monday because it's my day off, isn't it?
Yes, I know it is. You don't have to tell me.
Do you want to see what I've bought, Suzanne?
No, thank you.
I don't mind showing you. It's only a Christmas present, isn't it? Just bought some more condoms.
Why?
Well, I bought some last year. Got 2 boxes. They all got used, so...
I'm very glad to hear it. How much do I pay you?
Why are you asking? The presents I buy has got nothing to do with what I earn. Like I say, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't go mental on her. Do you know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even tell her because I think she'd want to travel around the world and all that, and I'm not into that, to be honest, so I'd probably keep it quiet.
Why?
Well, once you've been around the world, where do you go next year? Each to their own, though, innit? You know what I mean?
Well, what do you want?
What for Christmas? Not that fussed, really. And you, it's just as well I'm not that fussed, because do you know I do some work at XFM? Do you know what they're giving me for Christmas present?
Nothing?
No, might as well have been nothing. 2 CDs. That's it. I was well fed up.
I'm sure you will.
They give you a list of about 30 albums and you get to pick 2 off the list. So I've gone for Kings of Leon album and the best of Bob Marley.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very day.
Did he? Do you know what sort of donuts Bob Marley likes?
It's not my business.
No, it's not a proper question. It's an old Peter Kay joke. He likes the ones with jam in. Do you get it? Garlic bread. It's good, isn't it?
Excellent.
Oh, Carl, well done.
Carl in Scrooge there. The only man more mean and depressed generally than Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, dear.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. There's this monkey, right?
Yeah.
And it had been, do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14, this monkey. It's called Matty, right? Goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean home?
Just like just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so zoo.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, you know...
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
Yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So it gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags. It's having a drink at night and all this, right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here. It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
Well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So it's having a fag, it's drinking a lovely glass of Bang Rock Station.
Yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life. It's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along,
Oh
no.
Trouble's brewing.
Go on.
right? That comes in. Something said. Right, forget it then. Forget it. No, forget it.
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of. I know what you're thinking. If this is the best, my Christ, what was the rest like? Well, we'll be back in a week's time, so you can judge it for yourself live. But anyway, in the meantime, this is one of the best clips I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm laughing just thinking about what it might be.
I feel drained today.
Do you?
Go on.
This is the strangest radio show in the world.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because well, we can do that. We can talk about this and go, oh, I feel drained today. Just like he's not... Like, no one's listening. Because that's the sort of thing you say socially and no one listens. Like, just when you're watching up, oh, I feel drained today. It's rhetorical. Yeah. You're not expecting anyone, not even your loved ones, to go, oh, really? They just go, oh, that. But to do it live on air, oh, no one's listening.
What I mean is just give us a jingle.
But the
Exactly.
But the truth is,
the contempt we have for our poor listeners is unbelievable.
the listeners aren't listening, and we don't want to be here. So this really is one of the most pointless things ever.
No, would have been quite happy to do a full show.
But you know what?
The flow of it's just...
I would love to listen to this back in 10 years. This actual show, let's keep this forever. Let's keep this show forever. The show, we went early, we were bored. It was a day we're trying to save Africa, but we're a little bit annoyed that no one's listening. Yeah, right. Right, once and for all, the final monkey news of the year.
Oh, go on.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, if you're not into the Live 8 and you're gay, you're not listening, because you're on a walk.
Right, okay. Right. Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in the big hotel in Vegas.
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a major card game. All the big players and that were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go, dark room.
At the back
they didn't work. They didn't see the little 4-foot hairy fella. So it was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
but they
Short bloke?
couldn't quite see
Was he
him.
a short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Were
because
his arms slightly longer than his legs,
couldn't see
strangely
him, it would
enough?
have been dark.
Was he
and what have you.
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt, games going on.
His cards with his feet!
Game went on for hours, right? There was,
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now.
I know.
Literally no one is listening
so
to Carl.
insulting.
there was a lot of smoking going on.
It's going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
The Cure, Love Song, classic on XFM.
So that's the crabs that you can download their memories.
But what about other animals that are in the sea, in that same sea, eating the stuff? Have they tested them yet?
I don't know. I think they just took it on because their biology, something to do with, I presume they could take up minerals and, I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, next one, it's just on the horizons, a bodybuilder, yeah? Married,
freaky.
married another bodybuilder, right, and they're pregnant, and they had these tests, and the baby was very large, but it was causing it pain, right, in the thing, right, and
It's almost bizarre and like...
Yeah, after the female woke up pregnant after 7 months, and the baby...
Just walking around.
No, it forced its way out of the vagina.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it forced its way out.
It almost had like super strength. Like,
and it was pulling her along by the umbilical cord, and and it was a stone.
extraordinary. That's freaky. I mean, you
because
talk about freaky stuff.
That's made up.
What?
It wasn't pulling her along.
Well, no, it was she could feel it.
Exactly. And it was, do you know what I mean? Like, just went and just sort of squeezed its
Just
way
got out because it was ready. Because all the hormones.
Because it thought it was ready.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Just waking up and finding that in the bottom of the bed. Freak out, wouldn't it? Because you'd think it was a nightmare initially.
And it had hair and everything, didn't it?
Yeah, because all the hormones, there like hair, almost like a beard.
There was something in the week about, you've got test tube babies and that now, haven't you? But they've managed to do it. I only caught half
I
the
knew
story.
he'd be more impressed by the crabs than that. He doesn't care if it's human.
No, I am. I'm telling you
Go
though, that there was something. I only caught half the story because I was busy. But there's something about babies being able to be born without having any people involved. Or something. It's like putting them in an oven or something, and it's like a cake. And after a certain amount of time, it's ready.
I think you can buy those in Argos for kids at Christmas.
It's my first baby kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Play-Doh, I think, that they can buy.
Yeah. So what do you think of that then?
The baby one.
Yeah.
I prefer the crab one.
Yeah.
But the baby thing's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
So it was bigger than like the average.
Both made up. We've made those up.
Yeah, they're both rubbish.
They're both
they are
bullshit.
both rubbish. Despite the fact they're both rubbish.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
We made those up. Both those stupid stories up.
Yeah.
Imagine downloading a crab's memories and seeing its mum feeding it as a child.
Both utter rubbish.
I had trouble.
Yeah.
I know I was going to have trouble with pushed its way out of the vagina.
Yeah.
I practiced that about 30 times yesterday with Stephen. I was going, I'm not going to be able to do it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
A little bit. I mean, the baby one's a bit sort of out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't really having that one.
No.
But the crab one,
See, now, what's interesting, I think, is a useful experiment, Carl. I don't know what it's taught you about yourself. But would you say that that's revealed to you a certain thing? I don't know, maybe... that you're a bit gullible. I mean, what I'm saying is maybe you shouldn't accept or swallow hook, line and sinker everything you read on the web. You not think maybe a valuable lesson
I
there?
feel bad because I said to Steve, he won't be annoyed that we conned him, he'd be annoyed that they're actually not true. You'd love that crab thing to be true, wouldn't you?
it wouldn't surprise me if it did happen one day.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and then
yeah.
he'd laugh.
And it's in the break when I said about the crabs, well, I'm keeping them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching, did you watch The Mammals in the week?
Oh, I missed
David
it.
Attenborough.
No.
I was thinking actually, right, all this MTV stuff, if there's one reason why I'd like to do it,
Yeah.
is I was watching Attenborough, the Mammals programme. I reckon I could do something like that.
Right.
And just have like me, instead of Attenborough, like a young sort of fresh person, watching like certain animals and saying, do we need these? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God! What's it called? Death on Earth.
Well,
That's amazing. Do we need these?
And,
'cause there's loads of
and the
stuff.
audience at home would vote. Would there be some kind of telephone
like a
vote?
vote out system.
Oh,
the
that-
thing is like, it's something interesting that I remember I was saying the other night on
Do we need these?
on Jonathan Ross's show, on his telly show, right? He was saying, he said you could take all the humans off the earth and it would carry on, but take like some animals off it, mammals and that, you got problems on your hands. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like the question is, do we need these? Is that part of the big thing?
Right.
Like jellyfish.
Yeah.
We've talked about jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which mammals in particular were
You
you
talked about
watching
our
that you
Zoe Ball
thought?
show, haven't you?
Hey?
Which mammals were you thinking we don't need when you watched the show the other night? Any in particular that you thought they don't need them? They're not of interest.
Well, I like whales, but I don't know what they do. And they're taking up quite a lot of room.
Sure.
But stuff like,
Yeah.
but like jellyfish, I looked into because
Yeah,
you know
well,
I was
I know you
talking
do,
about them, and they were saying they've got no eyes, no heart. There's something like 97% water.
Yeah.
They're blind, and they do about 33 miles a day.
Right.
So it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
Yeah.
Well, the big net.
That would be the programme. What? Right, we'll get rid of them. Next week we'll be looking at
Rhinos.
I think it's genius. Honestly, I think it's genius. And like going along, sort of like picking up sea anemones and going and just lobbing them into the sea.
Well, what do you think about MTV doing that? And then I just, in between the bits,
Play music videos?
I play music related
relates
to
to it.
fish, so I could play like Fish,
Yeah.
that rock guy, or the animals,
Rock Lobster.
yeah, or what else could
This
I get
could
in
run
there?
and run.
What other songs have got animals in them? The
Well,
Monkeys, could play the Monkeys.
Yeah, there's about 1 million, so let's not start this.
No, but do you know what I mean?
So do we need this?
So MTV flies you around the world
And
to the
you-
most incredible exotic locations. You sort of climb up a tree or whatever next to, I don't know what lives up a tree, some kind of rare parrot. You say, look
Sloth.
at that, it's colourful,
Sloth.
it's interesting.
Oh, you like sloths, don't you?
No, they just live up trees, but I'd say, do we need them?
Why?
Well, what do they do?
What do you mean? What do they do? What do you want from an animal? Carpentry. What do you want?
I don't like scorpions, right?
Right.
But then I found out they look after those monkey things.
They're not monkeys, they're
Whatever.
lizards.
Well, all right, yeah, then lizards. They look after the lizards. So there's a reason.
But do you need the lizard? Could be your
Well,
next
yeah,
question.
because the local people made shoes out of them.
But not when the scorpion protected them, they didn't.
All right, we don't need them then.
So, and so ultimately, would anyone decide? I mean, do the animals kind of get a chance to mount a case for their survival? I mean, is there maybe someone that comes into their corner and sort of defends them?
I'd have like a David Attenborough type character who says,
Right.
well, they do this, and I'll go, yeah, but do we need that doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so what does an animal need to do in order for you to feel that it sort of gets a chance of life? I mean, like a pet, like an animal, like a dog maybe, or a cat, I mean, they give a certain affection to its owner. Is that a valid reason to survive? Not particularly for you.
Not really.
No, okay.
I mean, saying that, though, blind people use dogs, so they are useful.
So dogs are useful. Same
Farmers
birds,
use
they often
dogs.
save people, don't they, in
Yeah.
snowy weather?
Cats. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Keep the mice down.
Yeah, but you got rent-a-kill. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is something that will affect the world.
Right. I think you'll find everything does.
Except Karl. I'm not sure what effect he's having on the world.
I'll tell you what, though, Steve. Right? Did you watch the mammals?
I didn't see the mammals.
They had bison on it.
Right.
The weirdest looking things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They've really
Again, you're on dangerous ground here, Carl.
but they've really got it's like, decide what you want to look like. It's just a mismatch of stuff. It's got a really big airy head,
Yeah.
And like you.
sort of bald at the back,
Right.
sort of
It sounds like
thinner.
someone you went to school with.
Was there two of them? Oh, brilliant.
It's that thing, though, you see. This happened years ago to me, right? When, you get pally with someone, and then you wind each other up, and then there comes a time when you just go over the line.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
Well, it was this lad called Anthony, right? Who was my mate.
Yeah.
And we used to sort of always have a little fight in the toilet and that.
Sure.
Right? Punch each other.
want to wipe it.
And the punches, used to get harder
Yeah.
and stuff. And then, so he hit me harder. Turned out into a proper fight.
Yeah.
I chipped his tooth on the sink. Right?
Right.
This happened at school, and it was time for assembly, and I thought, and he's in the toilet crying. I thought, go to assembly. There's police in there in the assembly that day telling people about unnecessary violence.
And you thought they were there for you?
So I'm like, oh no, Anthony's going to come in a minute, like crying with all blood coming from his mouth. I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah. Did you go running and sleep?
And that was an example of...
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of happened because I went out with a girl who he fancied.
How old are we now?
About 8 or 9.
I think that's out of order, going out with a mate's girl.
Yeah, but she didn't like him. He had like big ears and that. He had no chance.
You're
so why
such a
should
dick.
No, but do you know what I mean? All right, I haven't got the looks like I used to.
Sure, when you were 8.
But that's before the stress of, having head squoes and that sort of thing. I have aged a lot since.
Having your head squeezed.
I love your own grammar. I know,
That's the past tense, is it? Squeeze or to have squeezed.
Oh, he did squoze his head.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
what about a bit of Bowie?
Bowie?
Be my wife. Carl, I'm asking you.
I think we can squeeze that in.
Be my wife, Carl, come on.
You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted. So, would you like to start on your... to Steve, because I've heard all these.
We won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like... don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but, like, they do the weekly shopping on like, a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, what's that saying? Like a pig in... I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Right. So all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right, so anyway, there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. It's like a quest for fire. And then they ran upstairs. What did you sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them. So I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back. Right, straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
Swallow it straight away,
But it went down the wrong way, right?
So down your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So,
and hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had I think he'd put his share away, his food away, and he'd gone.
His share, I love
it. He'd gone to watch Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done for.
I just was falling to the ground. And my mum's going, get in here, I think it's serious. My dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him, and my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand, because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it, so it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right anyway.
You don't,
well, no, you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
But
No. But the weird thing is, like for like 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't like wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over a leaf.
Exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam. Right, next one.
weird.
That's Popsicle. That's Popsicle Hell, we'll call that. XFM 104.9. Lovely, that one. Now, again, I broke the rules in the week. I met up with Karl. I had lunch with him. And we were chatting and having a cup of tea. And it got onto one of Karl's favourite programmes, was the Tales of the Unexpected.
Ah, of course.
And all I can think is that he's probably the only person in Britain where they were unexpected. I mean, to him, when that twist came in, you go, gee, I can't...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe
so it was the tree that did it. I mean, he was probably the only... And we were telling all these stories of horror, and he liked horror stories. And I told him this story. And I don't know if this will come across in the way, but I told him this story. It was a short. It was a horror short.
This was a film you saw, was it?
Yeah. And what it was, it started off, just there'd been a car crash. You see, it's a horrendous wreck. And you saw it from the point of view of the person in the car. And he was calling for his mate, and he was going, Dave... And he sort of looked over and saw a body without a head that had been thrown at. He goes, oh no, Dave. And then into the field of view came Dave, his mate, and looked at him with a look of horror, and then it sort of went black, and you realised that he was just a head, and it had been his body.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, then it came up at the end, at the executions in the French Revolution, people experience consciousness for, and he went, oh, no, he said, it wouldn't be for that long. And then he went, if it was a chicken, it would work. Imagine remaking that film, but it's two chickens in horrendous car crash.
Their own fault for driving.
It would work. No, he wasn't having that.
Yeah.
No, it was too long. I think he said, how long was this film? I went, about 5 minutes. He went, no. It would work if it was a chicken.
I like the way that Karl is something like, when you relate an incident like that, he's appalled and offended and annoyed by the people that made it, even though he's never seen it.
Oh, he's annoyed, yeah.
Do you have a favourite Tales of the Unexpected, one that you remember particularly that shook you up?
Yeah, we were talking about the one on where there's some woman in prison. Have you seen that one?
I can't remember them all.
Right. This woman's in prison.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit friendly with the guy who takes the dead bodies out.
Right.
And he said, I can get you out of here. He said, what you've got to do, right? You've got to, I don't know, at midnight.
When you hear the bell toll, that means there's been a dead body.
Yeah, there's been a dead body. So what you've got to do is go into like the place where all the dead bodies are, get in the first coffin on the right, and then I'll come along and carry you out, and you can run away and escape. Yeah. Right. So she goes, yeah, all right then. So she hears the bell go.
I'll bury you, right? And then I'll come back later and dig you up.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's the point.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Trust me, Karl. It really matters.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to ruin this for people at home.
Yeah.
Can I just skip to the end? I would imagine that she gets buried and he doesn't come back, and she has to get buried alive.
Better than that. So she gets in the coffin, and she's lying there for ages.
She's buried.
She can feel a bit of movement going on, so she's obviously, being carried somewhere. So she's thinking, this is it, I'm getting out. And she's lying there for ages and thinking, why isn't someone coming and lifting the lid off this? Do you know what I mean? Letting me get out. So she's really bored. She gets a lighter out, right? Lights it to have a look at who she's lying on. It's only the fella who said he'd help escape.
Oh.
How bad is that?
That is... How bad is that?
So it is quite important that she's buried alive then, isn't it? In retrospect, you realise that the jeopardy is that she's buried alive and can't get out.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse, doesn't it, than just like lying in the morgue and going, actually, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work.
Look at Karl's face. Having told that, he's so pleased. His face is lit up. He's beaming like a child.
Have you seen any?
Is that your favourite horror thing ever? Brilliant. I love that. That's like a ride song or something. That's my favourite one.
Ride-ish.
Ride-ish. Feeder. Just the way I'm feeding on XFM 104.9.
Quick question for you. I'm thinking... a lot of people maybe are tuning in for the first time because of the advertising campaign.
Sure.
Should we reintroduce Karl again? I know we've done this a few times in the past, but just worried that people are going to not really kind of get the measure of him.
I'm Ricky Gervais. I'm the one off The Office.
Yeah.
Steve Merchant. He's not the one in The Office. He's not Gareth. Some people think he is. He's got a funny, weird West Country accent that actually Mackenzie was affecting for the role. Steve wrote it with me. He's the tall, lanky fella. Karl is our sort of, I say producer, but he's the one that pressed the buttons because I was
Dog's Body.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just because I was too big to run the desk.
Yeah.
I used to have to do.
Literally too big. You couldn't get behind it.
Yeah, and then we discovered that, he looked a bit like a boring sort of, alright, yeah, but then when we sort of, poked him with a stick, he came up with, he doesn't realise, but some of the I think, some of the funniest
extraordinary things I've ever heard.
Say hello, Karl.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, classics, I think, so far, that have gone straight to the list include, have you ever used a Y front correctly?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You never see an old person
eating a Twix.
Eating a Twix. These are sort of things. He's back on his campaign to get rid of jellyfish. Why is that, Karl?
Oh, did you see the paper yesterday?
Go on.
There's a jellyfish, right? It's about 15 foot long, about 5 foot wide, and there's a fella swimming next to it. And the paper's going, oh, look at this we've found. There's loads of them in Japan.
Yeah.
And it's because the water's getting hot, so it's making jellyfish really big.
Oh, dear. How's the campaign going to get jellyfish get rid of them?
What was your point about jellyfish? They don't do anything?
There's no point. They get in the way. It ruined me holiday, because I got stung by one.
Yeah.
But you think the same thing about Liverpudlians, and we can't just go around, wiping out things that ruin your holiday.
Well, let's do the jellyfish first. And then we'll move on to the Scousers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what they do, and I'm trying to look on the internet. I've been busy this week.
You're jellyfish now, not Scousers.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do either.
To sort of try and work out what would happen with the sea if it didn't work, because they say if there's no.
See, this is what we're talking about. People who listen for the first time, they've got to listen to every word you say. You want to find out what would happen with the sea if it didn't work?
If jellyfish weren't in there, do you know what I mean? Because stuff like coral, apparently the sea would be in a right state if you didn't have any coral in it. Fish, do you know what I mean? I always worry about how many fish we're sort of eating. Because you go past...
Sorry?
No, do you know, you go in Marks and Spencer's or Selfridges...
There's loads of fish in there.
And there's really fancy stuff that you think they've killed that, and it looks good on the counter, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But is anyone going to buy it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a big, a shark sat in ice.
Yeah.
And you go, they've got a lot of fish...
So you won't go around the Tate Gallery?
Do you know what I mean?
I've never seen a big shark sat in ice in Selfridges.
They do it. And it's you go in the morning and you can go back at night and the same shark sat there, and it's...
So you know it's the same shark, do you?
It's the same one.
So what, same face?
Are you sure he just hasn't lost his mum? And he's just he went shopping with her Christmas shopping, and he's just he's drowned, he doesn't know where, he's just waiting.
You know I'm right.
I've never seen a shark in Selfridges.
Well, all right, then say maybe that's one day a week, but on other days they'll have
Shark Monday. I think, Selfridges. Today at Selfridges is Shark Monday.
Yeah.
No, it's just that...
So your point is that there's all these fish not being eaten.
Yeah. So
and they're being killed.
They've taken them out of the sea, no one's eating them.
And you're worried, that the sea's going to rise because the more things you take out?
Well, we're just going to run out.
Because the fish drink it, don't they? And that keeps the water level down.
Yeah.
No, well, you know what I mean. There's stuff that worries me.
You're worried that... Was it you who said that you were worried that... Because, there's sponge in the sea.
Yeah.
But if they took it all away...
No.
Was that him?
That's a Stephen Wright joke.
Is that Stephen Wright? What was the joke?
Sponges grow in the sea. That kills me. How deep would it be if they didn't? I love the fact that he confused you with Stephen Wright, who for a living purposely says ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Does that worry you, Karl?
Well, think about that and play a record.
What do you want?
I'd love to. A classic, a beautiful song by Simon and Garfunkel, April Comes She Will. Kings of Leon, Molly's Chambers on XFM 104.9. Thanks to Lauren Laverne there for the last few hours.
coming up, we have got some great music, Steve. We've got Kings of Leon, you heard. We've got Alba, we've got The Darks, we've got Coldplay, Coral, Rolling Stones, we've got some Springsteen, The Smiths. Do you know what I mean? Do you need any more? And with all that, we've still got Pete Skinner with his wacky weather report.
Excellent, good old Pete.
Hey?
Nice to have him back.
Good to see you, Steve. Got some here, brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that. And it's all it's a genuine article, and it's cock soup. Oh, can I have a close look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just a cock soup. Let me just. It says here, delicious, appetising. 3 to 4 servings.
Because you know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup.
I'm trying to think of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises, yeah. Let me just.
It's the darkness.
Use Rooster's Pride cock soup as a snack with crackers or toast.
Still thinking of a normal knob.
An appetiser again, or a soup base. That doesn't really work as an innuendo.
No,
that's disappointing. We'll work on that though.
The darkness growing on me on XFM 104.9. Going well, isn't it?
I've enjoyed it so far.
It's been a bit naughty and everything.
Yeah, a bit smut. Nothing wrong with that.
No. Carl.
All right.
Having a good day?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
What mood are you in this week?
What
we
mood
always
is that?
trying to assess each week. You know, it's a bit edgy.
He's got a red head. What's all that? You've got a red head all around the side and the front. What's that?
Sunburn?
No, I think I'm allergic to having my head rubbed.
Right. Right. Now, who would rub your head? That sounds a bizarre thing. Your girlfriend?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, rubbing your head.
Well, yeah, but I was squeezing his head, fair enough, and he was screaming in agony. And then he went and made me a cup of coffee. And as he came over, just spilled boiling hot coffee on my legs. I'm all wearing shorts, and he went, "Sorry," just like that. It's like a series of Jackass out there this morning. I mean, my legs are burnt. Your head's a little bit red. But apart from that, having a good day.
Not bad. I was on the way in today, right, Steve?
Walking in?
Walking in, always walking in. I get left early and stuff. I like to get in early, get some bits done, that.
Monkey News, songs of phrase.
That sort of thing. And living in London, right, there's a lot of shops that open early and stuff. Do you know what I mean? People say that's a good thing about London.
Yeah.
It's almost like 24-hour city and stuff, right? I'm walking in and there's like, you've got your news agents open.
Obviously.
Selling newspapers and that. That's good. They've got to be open early. Then you've got your coffee shops, your Starbucks.
Have a cup of coffee in the
morning.
morning.
You know what I mean? They're doing well in the morning. Then you see like the odd restaurant and you think, well, maybe they sort of got the doors open, but they're preparing for lunch. So you think, fair enough.
Yeah. I'll let that pass.
Yeah. Carrying on walking down the road. Bondage shop. Open.
Sure.
About 10:30.
Yeah.
Busy, was it?
There's a couple in.
Really?
Some good offers. About 10:30 for a bondage shop.
I'm assuming if you're into bondage, though, you stock up at any time, day or night. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it.
I suppose you get up and you go, I've got nothing on. I need to be a bit tied down.
Yeah.
I need some rope.
These clothes are too baggy. I need more belts.
Oh, God.
I need more straps.
Yeah. Get some rubber on my face.
Weird, though, isn't it?
What were you doing in there?
So just having a browse. But, so a bit worried really, because the things that I've noticed this week like that's probably a little bit small. You've brought your soup in.
I just found it out there. Sorry, yeah. It is Rooster's Pride, cock soup, noodle soup mix, chicken flavour. But I mean, do they not know that is obviously just going to be used on the Graham Norton show and Chris Tarrant when he's doing his show abroad?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? How could they call it cock soup in this day and age?
Don't keep saying it.
Well, no, it's fine, because you can say cock as long as it means the male, we've done this.
Oh, do you mean the chicken?
Yeah, look, it's a picture of a chicken.
Yeah, sorry.
What did you think it meant?
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's my head.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, there's something else that's a bit sort of...
A bit blue?
A little bit blue, but then it's real as well, do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's a
that
problem.
excuses it.
Go on.
There's a programme
We could have said the cock soup if we'd made it up, but because it's real, it's fine.
Yeah. We also couldn't have said the cock soup if we'd have meant a male penis.
Thankfully, we don't. So.
We mean a little chicken. You go on.
Yeah, this programme was on. I think it was Wednesday night, something. About this little lad.
Yeah.
It was a fella and a woman.
At the same time.
What do you mean?
Like a cartoon with a secret identity?
By night? What do you mean? He had both
By day a
sex?
boy, by night a woman.
He had it all.
What'd you... Sorry, wait. So he had male and female genitalia. So what do you call someone that's born like that?
Weird.
Yeah.
Now, what's the term for it? Go on. You know it. We've talked about it before.
Aphrodite.
Really? So close. Hermaphrodite. Yeah, hermaphrodite. Yeah.
That's weird, don't it?
Yeah.
And he had the ball.
Yeah.
And he had the...
Well, what happened was he was born, right?
Obviously.
And the doctor said, there you go. Lovely little boy and girl. So the mum was like, what? So he said...
No, I don't think the doctor was sarcastic.
Yeah, what?
I don't think the doctor was sort of dissing them.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you mean, doctor? I'm gonna have a look.
Exactly.
There's a cock, there's a minch. All right, see you later. What are you going to call her? Hit. But doctor, what do you mean? Have a look. He wasn't sarcastic. He didn't give
Doctor,
clues.
tell me what you mean. Give me a straight answer.
He probably went, oh shit, she's got a cock. He didn't go... He wasn't sarky to the parents.
No,
Anyway.
but I'm just getting across. Do you know what I mean? I always had a little bit just to...
Yeah, I know you
spice
do.
it
Yeah.
up,
You should
spice
be
it
a
up.
newsreader. Be brilliant.
So there's a little kid lying there.
Yeah.
And the mum says, you know, what am I going to do then? So the doctor, I mean, I'm condensing this. It was like an hour long.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, she said, what will I do? And the doctor said, well, he's not sort of well hung.
Right.
Oh,
So he's
not sort of well on. This doctor
medical
has
term.
been, I assume, has been struck off since for saying these things.
It was a real doctor. It wasn't Dr. Fox.
Yeah. Right, go on.
So the doctor said, so I recommend that we make it a woman.
Right.
Right? So they sort of do a little bit of,
Jiggery pokery.
a little bit of work. And
I don't think that's true, Carl.
no, it is. It was on the programme.
But I think they can tell really what they were meant to be from their chromosomes, can't they? They can tell whether they're X, Y, Y, or
Yeah,
X.
not just... It's not
It's
very
just-
well hung.
No, I
Yeah.
tell you what, because back then, when this was going
Yeah,
on,
no,
right,
I'm just thinking they might not have had to.
the doctors then thought if you had a kid, right, and you thought, it's a bit ugly, maybe it'll have a better life if it was a fella. If it was a girl and it's a bit ugly and you think it's going to get a hard time.
Right, don't talk shite.
What?
What? That a doctor would go, right, you've had a young girl, I'll tell you what, she's a pig, let's pop a cock on her. Don't
No,
talk
I'm not saying,
shite.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, say if you have like I say, a girl. I just think it's harder if a girl's ugly and
Yeah.
she's growing up.
Yeah.
She has a harder time.
Yeah.
Don't you agree with that? If
Possibly, but you don't
they
change
don't
someone when
change-
they...
they don't-
when-
No, yeah.
You don't change their gender
No,
because
but
they're
I'm just
because
saying
of Mingo.
what I'm saying is the Elephant Man would have had a harder time if it was Elephant Woman. Is what I'm saying. But listen to me, listen. What the doctor was saying is, if you get a baby before it's 2,
Yeah.
back then they thought you could sort of say, well, instead of giving it a go-kart, give it dolls to play with.
Right, back when? What are we talking about?
The Middle Ages?
We put a song on, come back to this.
Yeah, it's Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City, on XFM 104.9. Okay, look, have another go, Carl. What were you saying? As an hermaphrodite, yeah, he was born with both sets. The doctor said he's not well hung. Let's lose that.
Let's get rid of that.
Let's make
it
it
a
into a
woman.
girl. Okay. I'm with you so far. Go on then.
So, anyway, gets away with it a little bit in the early years.
Right.
Starts going to school, gets away with it a little bit,
Sure.
right? But then, do you know when you get to that age and your head goes all funny? Like when you're a teenager and you sort of, I don't know, your skull goes...
Mine never did.
What are you talking about?
No.
Chris?
That
What do
sort
you
of
mean your head goes all
teenage
funny?
years when you look a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? You go from being quite a good-looking person and then your body starts growing.
At a different rate, so,
Yeah,
you never know till 21 whether you're going to be a looker or not, or whether it's just...
Yeah.
I know,
Right.
go on.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
So,
Your head grew outwards at exactly the same rate, didn't it? That's why it's
Your
circle.
head grew faster than your hair.
He's got a lovely head of hair, but
Exactly.
just below the skull.
Yeah.
He's got a little afro in there,
Yeah.
but it just couldn't get through the follicles. It couldn't catch up the skull. Expanding. Oh, bless him. Oh, come on, Baldy.
but the thing is, right, so you see these pictures of the lad stroke woman
Yeah.
who's trying to be a woman at the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
She's got one of them big heads,
Right.
like a
okay.
lad. Doesn't, she starts having a hard time. She doesn't want to play with the mates, with the dolls and all that. She's more into go-karting and that sort of thing. Gets to an older age.
Yep.
decides to go back. He's now sort of with a woman and having a life of a fella.
But did did the doctor keep it for him in case he needed it?
No, he's had one put on now.
Has he? Where'd he get that from?
Dunno, maybe that bondage shop.
What do they do when they do that? Do they put on what do they do? Maybe someone could call in and tell us. If you're a woman, and you have a...
Do you want to speak to someone who's got that information?
Yeah, I do want to know. What do they
If you've got that information, I don't want to talk to
Do
them.
they construct one? Do they construct it?
From plasticine?
Or do they whack on a dead one?
What?
What?
Whack on a dead one?
Yeah.
What? What? That's not, it's not, what do you mean? No.
When a woman has a knob put on,
Yeah.
to have a sex change, where do they get it from? Is it constructed? Do they find, like, I don't know...
From a donor.
A donut?
From a donor.
Oh, well, yeah. A donor?
A donor, yeah.
Yeah, but presumably it's like...
Maybe there's someone who wants
after
to
they're
become...
dead, I mean.
No, I thought maybe
very few people. It's not like giving someone a kidney and then sort of like celebrating
maybe
with
if
them.
you're a guy and you want to become a woman, you've
That's
got one to
true.
spare.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, a swap.
Yeah, just do a little swap, probably on the internet or something.
Or Noel Edmonds.
What do you mean?
On Swap Shop.
He's not a man.
No, but you could go, we got a fella here who, got a lovely, nearly new, unused penis.
Yeah, Keith Chegwin out in kind of Bognor Regis.
Wants a couple of tits and a fanny for that, so, call in.
It reminds me of the, do you remember the John Wayne Bobbitt story? Which
Yeah.
it's always seemed odd to me. I never really kind of got all the information. Do you remember that one, Carl, where the woman cut off her husband's penis because
When he was sleeping.
I think he was sleeping, and she drove off. I think he
threw it
woke
in the
up
woods.
quite quickly.
That's so much better than the alarm
Exactly,
clock,
the
isn't
alarm
it?
call.
Yeah.
And she threw it out. She threw it out of the car
window.
into the woods,
Yeah.
and he went and found it.
Yeah.
But imagine if he'd got to the hospital and they'd sewn it back on, and he'd gone, "That's bigger than I remember." I'm not sure this is mine.
How many of you got us when we dump all the knobs?
We dump all the
That's
knobs
where-
out there.
Yeah. That
was an extraordinary story. And then, bizarrely, he became a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strange life that man's had.
Well, it is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Oh, cutting your knob off.
I know.
Do you remember that French bloke, the performance artist of about 1910? Do you remember him?
No.
He, as a performance art, he cut in a theatre, he cut his knob off to a crowd of people. Now,
What?
That's only a one-night trick, though, isn't it?
Exactly. But what if there's been a bang outside?
They went encore. He went, what?
Yeah, or they looked outside because a car backfired. He went, did you see that? I go, what? I go, just cut my... Did you? Yeah. Think of that.
Sacre bleu.
I know. French are funny, aren't they? Cutting your knob off for your art.
Weird, isn't it?
Longview. Further on XFM 104.9.
As we're having so much fun with penises,
Yeah.
I thought perhaps I should just mention...
That's a slogan.
We should just mention this story briefly. It's in the paper today. A Russian is selling what he claims is Hitler's mummified penis for £12,000.
Yeah.
Ivan Zadurprov says his ex-Red Army soldier dad hacked it off as a souvenir after storming the tyrant's Berlin bunker after his suicide in 1945.
Yeah. Not.
You
Why
convinced?
did he wait till now?
Yeah.
He's found out that. That might get a bit of £12,000.
£12,000. Which doesn't seem a great deal. Doesn't seem a great deal of money, really.
Well, it's useless, isn't it?
True.
You're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be able to. It's not going to be a donor. Imagine that if you walked round.
Yeah. You'll never... making love to a girl. You'll never believe who this is.
Yeah. You never believe who's doing you, love.
Exactly. This is going to freak you out.
This is, just relax.
Exactly.
Okay, sit down now. Was
I
that
got a
all
little
right?
surprise for
It was
you.
brilliant, yeah, so you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Right, are
Did you
you
know
a fan of the Third Reich?
Exactly.
Well, no, awful racist. Okay, let's go a different tack.
Yeah.
You did like the sex. I love the sex. Okay, then. Yeah, it's not going to be Hitler's knob, is it?
But, I like the idea that, I mean, you're you're in the Red Army.
Yeah.
You've just stormed Berlin.
Yeah.
1945. You crash into the bunker.
You've gone through terrible.
Terrible.
How you've lost 20 million comrades.
Unbelievable.
Oppression
It's been
everywhere.
going on for years.
You're in there, you see the man.
Here he is. He's dead.
He's dead. The
The figurehead and leader of one of the most despicable,
You turn to your friends, there's a tear in your eye.
Yeah. And your immediate thought is, I ought to chop off his todger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I said Bagsy. I said
Bagsy
Bagsy
is Winkle.
I said Bagsy is Winkle outside. Whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Hitler. Brilliant.
It's just, I can't, it just doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And I don't know how is he expecting to prove this? Because I want some proof.
Well, I think that's why he said that. He probably started off with, I've got Hitler's face. And they went, brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at it. What do you mean let's have a look? Well, just check it's Hitler's face. So obviously I know what he looks like. Oh yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, you know what? No, it's not his face. What wouldn't you know what it looked like? Well, I mean, no one's ever seen his genitals. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got his.
It's got a little swastika on it.
Is that proof? Is it?
Yeah. Little
Have you got his ball? Well, no, the Albert Hall's got one. His mother's got the other. So I don't know.
See, the Albert Hall, I would have thought, would probably be paying that £12,000 because apparently they've already got his ball.
Yeah, they got one of his balls.
They got one of his balls in the Albert Hall. His mother's got the other.
Yeah.
But if they got the Todger
If they can track down the one his mother's got, they would have a complete set of Hitler's.
I'm just hoping it doesn't fall into the hands of some kind of crazed genetic scientist.
What, I could clone it from his knob?
Could clone Hitler.
Back to, I don't even want to think about the future if that's the sort of way we're going.
Exactly.
If that's the sort of way we're going, Carl, I'd rather not know about it.
What do you make of it, Carl?
Weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I mean, I don't want to go on for this too long. We've probably got about a minute left for the first half hour, and I reckon should can this sort of...
What, 30 minutes of genital talk?
Just quickly,
on a Saturday afternoon?
There's one in a museum. I think it's like that London museum.
What? One what?
Well, do you know like how people are buying weird stuff and that to put in museums?
Yeah.
There's this device that, I mean, think about it, years and years ago they used to torture people, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really badly. Mm. And the device that they've got...
There's no real good torture, but go on, I see your point.
Yeah, but this device, right, think about it, you've done something really bad years ago.
Yeah.
Right, and you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do? Do you know what I mean? Could do anything here, it could be the end for me. The device they've got is this thing that you put on your bits, as a fella, and it's sort of metal, so it means you can't sort of, you know, get excited. It puts a stop to you, sort of...
That wasn't a torture device. I think it was a Victorian thing to stop adolescent boys wanking. They used to have things like wrist things as well with, like, spikes on them. It's not a torture device.
Isn't that?
Well, not really. Imagine that being captured by,
no,
right, you're never going to get hard on again. All right. Not really a torture device, is it?
And there wasn't that many nice-looking women wandering about anyway about them, was there? Didn't get excited about stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, they filthy, they stunk and everything back then.
What are you on about?
Right, we've covered that. No more of that talk now, right? Let's move on.
Filthy,
all Victorian women, filthy and stinky.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Bit of Rolling Stones
Yeah,
and set up the old songs of phrase.
Yeah. Stones, Beast of Burden. We've not played it before. It's an absolute gem. The Rolling Stones, Beast of Burden. Can I just take this opportunity, Rick, to say to Sir Mick Jagger, happy 60th birthday this year, Mick.
Happy 60th birthday this year.
Yeah.
Was it today?
No, I don't know.
Well, otherwise you'd be saying happy birthday to everyone every day.
No, because I don't know Mick Jagger, do I? So I'm just taking the opportunity in case he happens to be listening today to wish him a 60th. Happy 60th, or someone who knows him.
What about Brian Ferry? What about Brian Ferry?
How's Brian?
Well, I mean, he's got a birthday this year.
Ferry. I'm not going to wish Brian Ferry a birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Well.
Silence is easy. Star Sailor on XFM 104.9. Right, it's the quiz of the week.
If you want to go out and do some shopping, this is probably a good time. And come back again for about 2:15.
But don't forget, what I will say is, even though these clues, we're going to do songs of phrase, by the way, where Carl picks out a phrase that he might have said once, tries to find words from songs to put it together. You've got to guess as many as you can, song or artist, I can't remember. But even though you might look at it and go, that's mental, I don't know any of them, you might win if you get 2 right. I mean, I think the winner last week got about 3 out of 3.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I mean, last week, Rockbusters, surprisingly, was a very, very popular quiz.
Yeah.
It just happened to be awful.
Yeah.
This one is pitiful. I mean, it's truly atrocious.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't even have a fan base. I mean, there's no one championing this one, Carl. Last week, seriously, mate, I got about
Carl's face.
7 or 8 replies.
Oh, God, that's terrible. That was like when you told a kid that you couldn't afford a Christmas present this year. Look at his face.
Yeah, he is a bit distraught.
Carl,
I suppose it's like Chris Evans' face when they said they were cancelling Girls and Boys. It's like, but I can come up with great TV game shows like that. No, you can't, Chris. Not anymore.
Oh, his little glasses slid down his nose.
I'm the guy who don't forget your toothbrush.
Yeah. What was that money you owe me? No, you owe us. Oh, believe it.
All right. So, will I just play it to you and
whatever,
you
Carl?
try and work out what the phrase is?
Sorry, it's a phrase that might have once been uttered on this show.
It was said last week.
Oh, right.
All right, okay, brilliant.
All right. Here we go.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Right, I didn't quite hear it.
I know what that is. That's ridiculous.
What was it?
What it is it's something like, right, you're only 16, but you look 26, and the Chinese look older than they are or something, because he said that the Chinese don't age well. That is mental, Carl. It's the most convoluted, ridiculous, racist piece of material ever to be uttered on radio.
Play it again.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's...
Okay, you're just 16 and looking all 21. That's because the Chinese look older. Carl, you've gone mental.
All right.
Oh, that is amazing. So, there you go, the well-known phrase, you're 16, looking all of 21, that's because the Chinese look older. Well-known phrase there, sweeping the nation. That'll be up there with "was up," and "shut that door." If they do a poll, right.
Okay, play it once more. We're after the artists.
Just the artists.
Yeah.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's...
Unbelievable.
All right, let me tell you what the prizes are. We've got, I assume this is the new album from Mower. Everyone's going crazy for Mower. I've not heard people stop talking about Mower. But there it is. We got the new album from the Webb Brothers, which might be quite good. The Polyphonic Spree album, the best dance album in the world ever, which is ideal perhaps if you're having a barbecue and you've got lots of 8-year-old children coming.
The Polyphonic Spree, I look at them and I think, well, you know, you're a pretty good band, but if that album sounds like $1 million, you're going to make that 40 quid each.
I know, it's extraordinary.
I mean...
They're the sort of indie equivalent of the So Solid crew.
Yeah, you're not going to make any money. The manager's getting 20%.
Exactly, yeah. And also on DVD, Red Dwarf Series 1. So, some absolutely barnstorming places.
And if you can identify what artist are using this well-known racist phrase, that's because the Chinese look older.
Play it once more, Carl.
One more time.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's...
Oh,
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Play a record. This is radio. Panic, the Smiths on XFM 104.9. Well, we've done the first half hour, which is mainly genital related. Then we've kicked in with some racism. You have to guess what artist.
It seems appropriate at this juncture just to mention something that's in the paper today. Dominic Mohan, I know you're a big fan, and as am I. He is just writing about the demise of Radio 1, or as he perceives it, and talking about the Radio 1 breakfast show, and apparently it's lost lots of listeners. And he says, talking of the BBC, it must act swiftly to replace Sarah Cox and look to exciting and inspirational figures like Jonathan Ross, Anne and Dec, Johnny Vaughan, or Ricky Gervais to try and save Radio 1.
He's right.
I mean...
He's right.
Has he ever heard this show? What is he talking about? All those other acts, they're dynamite. I can't genuinely... That's someone who said I quite like Ricky Gervais show, but he can't have listened. I mean, can you imagine what we just played? Or in fact, can you imagine the last 50 minutes on Radio 1, on the breakfast show?
Well, we could pre-record it though, so I wouldn't have to get up early.
Sure.
That's not your point, is it?
That's not really it.
Your point is the quality of what we're doing, not how early it is. Sure. Get it.
What would you provide though, Ricky, do you think, if you went to Radio 1? What sort of... Because I mean, obviously...
Wank, oops. I can do all that.
Because I mean, obviously our time at XFM is going to basically...
I'd be the furry shreddy.
Right.
Yeah, so I'd get that.
Would you have some wacky catchphrases?
I think I would.
You'd bring back Holy Fook, presumably.
Holy fuck, yeah. Oh, ding dong. Oh, hello, it's my little Chinese neighbour. Hello, what's your name? My name is Holy Fuck. Hello. Look at Carl, he's just going, oh,
I don't know why you didn't even do the Chinese accent that time.
Well, that'd be racist.
Okay, sure.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
it's just his name's Holy Fuck, and there's nothing
wrong with
funny about that.
So yeah, you'd have that. You'd have crazy comedy characters. You'd probably have some wacky quizzes.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Dirty Old Queer. Hello.
No, I've not. He's a new character to me. I'm quite excited. He sounds very modern and contemporary.
Yeah.
A new spin
Yeah.
on an old idea.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit more.
Oh, wow, he's an actor, isn't he? And,
Right.
and he likes to, take it up.
All right, well, that's just, if anyone from Radio 1 is listening, and
Yeah.
they've listened to Dominic Mohan in the paper, they thought, yes, you're right, we need some new blood at Radio 1. Ricky Gervais has got a myriad of comedy characters.
Yeah. Whack, whack, oops. I can do sound
You
effects.
can do sound effects.
So-
you can probably do funny voices like Chris Moyles, couldn't you?
Yeah. Wow. Not as good, but I mean, I can...
What about comedy songs like Moyles?
Again, not as good, but I mean...
Do you remember when Moyles rather hilariously changed the words of This Is My Moment by Martin McCutcheon to This Is My Motor?
We listened to it, though, didn't we?
Unbelievable.
I mean, when he was doing a competition, this was pathetic, wasn't it? We were listening to Radio 1 once on our site, and I don't know why, we just wanted to, I think it was research, wasn't it, for The Office?
Yeah.
And he was doing this, he had to phone in with...
We were listening to idiots. And
No, I'm not saying that. And he was doing this competition, you had to call in with some songs that are golf related. And people were phoning up going, drive the cars. He was going, drive the cars, good. And I was on that phone, I must have wasted about 40 quid, and I wanted to get through and go, hello, Chris, it's not Milesy, yeah. Derek here, I got one. Oh, go on then, Derek, what is it? Something like Spandau Ballet with golf cart and that. And I just wanted to, and I waited. I thought the joke's on us.
Yeah.
I waited my phone bill just to say something stupid. Oh dear.
Oh.
This show's better than this.
Yeah, anyway, if you've got any hilarious golf-related song titles that you'd like to email in...
What's the number?
Oh, I'd like them email in.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What would a song title be if perhaps we were doing something about, I don't know, air travel?
Yeah.
If you've got any crazy ideas, email in. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah. Brilliant. I've got a thought of another golf one.
Okay.
You know, Duran Duran? Something down the fairway or something, if they wrote that. Alright?
Girls on the putting green?
Yeah.
Or something?
Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Have you introduced you? My name's Holy Fuck. I'm Dirty Old Queer. I could do all that. Ding dong, whack whack, oops. Elbow. Fallen Angel. See, they're the odd one out, you see, because of what they're like and who they are and how successful they are, I can imagine saying, will you please welcome to the stage, Elbow.
Indeed.
But
yeah.
I wouldn't have. On paper, I'd have thought that was
a terrible band name.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. There are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Boomtown Rats.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'd have thought that was I mean, I think it is a bad name.
It is a bad name.
But you can't imagine it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bad name. So call in if you've got email addresses and let's call in with funny observations on life and shit. So, well, it's going well, isn't it? That's halfway through. Carl, what do you think?
Yeah, it's been alright. It's been alright.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of bases.
We haven't taught them anything.
Not taught them anything.
No,
we taught them to tune into a different station.
Yeah, I think Heart 106.2 is probably picking up a few of our listeners as we speak.
Yeah.
Who's on at the moment?
Don't know. Doesn't matter on there, does it? They just sort of...
Don't slag them off.
No, I'm not slagging them off. I'm just saying I don't think... You tune in because you want to hear Simply Red and that, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Well, they play other great stuff as well.
Magic is the one that I love, because I only ever listen to it in a cab.
Yeah.
If I'm in a mini cab.
Good, that's good. That is a good station.
But Magic is dynamite. But I know on Magic, the DJs have got like 5-hour shifts. It's incredible. They're all...
And they do read their own news.
I know. It's like they've cut out any expenditure on that channel. It's just some old records, and one guy has to go on for 5 hours, read his own news, his own travel. There's nothing else.
I saw a bloke struggling once. He sort of wants to be a bit of a sort of comedian, and he does one link. It's sort of one sort of 15-second link between each record. Goes, that's Celine Dion. There's a story in the paper again that people were late for work on the Underground because there was leaves on the track. Just wondering if leaves are ever late for work because there's people on the track. It's Simply Red. Oh, bless him.
I still think he's got to come up with them for like 5 hours.
He's been sweating. Before I was going, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself.
Chair's almost finished.
Thinking this story about war on Iraq. Imagine if I can't do this anymore. I can't imagine
if humans become extinct.
With leaves.
Dinosaurs would still around.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God. Look at Carl's face when I said that.
The man moth.
Yeah.
They've cloned a man moth.
No, but that's the sort of thing I think we need now, right? We've covered a lot of stuff.
What, education?
Teaching, yeah.
Well, okay, what do you want to know?
Don't know.
Have you got something? Can you educate us on anything?
I've been reading bits
So
and
could we
bobs.
bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah? Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been
not
earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
Yeah, he did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Carl, is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope.
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, air resistance does, and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Carl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these two things off the bleeding tower of pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. Why do you need to
Bring
know
me
that?
Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
And a
as
car
a
that I
cement
just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learnt that. And then,
What?
He learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the
Brilliant.
name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Carl, go on.
and there was also a fella in the week who said, that women shouldn't be wearing trousers.
Why?
Because they don't look good in them.
Right, and who was this man and from what era did he-
French fella. Last week.
Did he mean walk around naked?
He just said, women should wear skirts rather than trousers because no woman looks good in a pair of pants.
Right. How old was he?
He was probably about 67.
Uh-huh.
About that, 67, 68.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't happy with that. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
These are the only things that have caught your eye over the last couple of weeks. This is the entire news.
Galileo did something with light. A French fella said women shouldn't wear trousers. See, that to me wouldn't pass as education.
It's not education.
I don't know where you could ever use that. I don't know when that would ever be applicable to life.
I just like reading stuff that sort of reminds me of. Do you know what I mean? If I read it and it gets me thinking, I think that's a good little piece.
But I mean, but surely can't you just sort of like sit near something that vibrates to keep your brain going, or shake your head every now and again? I mean, what does this do? You mean it makes you start using your brain?
But what aspect of a Frenchman said women shouldn't wear trousers got your mind working? What questions were you
Because I
asking?
thought that's a bit daft, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it
was
ends there
thinking-
with me. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else for me to go on that.
He closes
Your
the
mind's
gate.
still worrying.
Yeah, go on. What do you think? Let's go through this. Oh, I wish we could download his
I know,
thoughts.
I know.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great, like a DVD?
Like a cartoon.
Imagine that extra footage on the Office DVD.
Yeah, Carl's brain.
That would be
With a commentary.
amazing. Oh, with
What I
a
mean is-
commentary. Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in,
Yeah.
on right? There was a woman about 4 houses down, right?
Right.
Rough. She's the
She
one.
was, or the estate.
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Now, we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we covered. I think they get
That's
the
all you
idea
need to
now.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, she used to wear leggings. Now, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
What,
Yeah.
toast and
Just
horse
bits.
droppings. Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to, she's quite a big woman,
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
you described her as.
Look like a light bulb.
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. She used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what, was she, an engineer?
the weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What
right?
do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know, like...
What do you mean popular things? They didn't go, oh, I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken. But on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelided woman with the leggings.
And that's what I'm saying to you there. That's when I read that story with people with trousers.
Yeah.
I went from that.
Yeah.
To a woman who used to have big eyelids. I still know the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house.
Yeah.
And
or Drew
say,
Pig, as you call it.
That's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car, because he could hardly see. He had to have his head.
He had to tilt his head back to keep his eyes
Make
open.
sure! Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook. This began as educating Ricky.
I know,
So
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
But it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mentioned the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
Adverts.
No. Oh, all right. Muse, time is running out on XFM 104.9.
Just a couple of emails just to update you on what's coming in here.
Go on.
Natasha has emailed us. She says that she's of Chinese origin, and at 27 she often got mistaken for 24. So your notion that Chinese people don't age well is obviously factually incorrect.
Yeah, well, we didn't need... Thank you for phoning, but I mean, honestly, trust us, Natasha, we didn't need you to tell us that. We know Carl is talking absolute nonsense.
Wait till you get to 30.
Oh dear, no, this is quite a nice email from Paul. He says, let Carl know that I have a Chinese friend called Oi. Imagine the confusing and amusing situations we get into.
We're out and about in busy Soho.
Does his surname come here?
Or lightning wit from Carl.
Wait
That's nice.
till you're 30.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant.
But no, actually, we've had a surprising response to Songs of Phrase this week. Despite the fact everyone has agreed that it's racialist, they've nevertheless had a go. So keep your answers coming in, because we may as well.
You're a hit, Carl. You're a hit. What, have we still got monkey news?
Yeah, that's still coming up.
Yeah.
Later on.
We're not doing Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore. We're not.
No.
No.
Don't want to upset people on that.
Sure.
But there is a good freaky programme on this week.
Go on.
I think it's on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Got a woman with a big head on it.
No, I think it's BBC Two.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, look
Unless
out for
there's
that.
two on, because that would be a great week for you, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. Won't be coming out.
Is that the one when you said... Go on, say right, say what you said when you saw it.
The woman with the head
Yeah.
just said it looks like a cartoon.
I just think...
That's so mean. I don't want to discuss
No,
that.
it's not. It's not mean.
It is mean, Carl.
Again, Steve, if we were in a restaurant and I'm arranging to meet her, and I said to the guy on the door, I'm meeting, Lisa, or whatever her name is, yeah?
Right.
What does he look like? Well, looks like a cartoon. I'll be over there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll get mixed up.
What would you say about me and Steve again? If you were meeting us?
No, it just starts getting nasty, doesn't it?
I'm meeting Karl Pilkington. We're very busy. What does he look like? He looks like Charlie Brown grew up. He's got a complete little round bald head, and he's got a gormless look on his face. He's over there, mate.
Yeah.
All right, that's started the ball rolling for you, Karl. I love that it's okay to say what you like about people. If you go, yeah, but if I was looking for her in a restaurant,
I know, but...
yeah.
And why have you arranged to go on a date with this woman?
Be a good night out.
For her or for you?
Well, I'd like to have a chat with her. You know what I mean? Just find out what worries her and... You know what I mean? Because some girls worry
People
about
like you.
dead things. Like
Yeah.
their hair being a mess and that.
Yeah.
With her, it's like, at least see your problems. Do you know what I mean?
Fine, alright, well let's move on, mate. We're not doing Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore.
No.
Let's do something nice. Let's talk nicely about things.
What's happened nice in the world, Karl? What do you like in the world? When you get up, when you go, oh, that was a brilliant day, What do you do when you go, oh, that was brilliant? We had a nice game of snooker. You like snooker, don't you? I mean, you and Steve played snooker last week.
Yeah, but things are always ruined. Do you know what I mean? I might be having a nice time having a game of snooker, and then, you know, we're having a proper battle, and I'm trying to concentrate on taking a shot, and then you'll say things like, look at his little monkey hand, and I'm going for the black. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll say, I'm just going to the toilet, and then one of you will follow me in and peer over the door.
Oh, yeah! Tell that one. That was when you were actually in a cubicle sitting down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Steve Merchant's head appeared and went, all right. And you went, what if that wasn't me? Oh, that was great.
Doing a George Michael on me.
That is one of the benefits of being very tall.
You can look over
You can look over the stalls in Twine Lavatories.
It looks like a giraffe house. You're sitting down there and you look up, right? And he's peering over the top.
Oh, the fun we have.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
But anything intelligent.
It's
we
like
talk
the
about.
monkeys. We are like the monkeys. Oh, we are three. I wanted to write a thing for the darkness. I want to write like the new monkeys.
Like a TV show.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. Well, if they're listening, or their radio show, a record company listening, or their manager, big fan of the Darkness, my favourite.
Hang on, don't make a promise like that.
No, my favourite band at the moment. We'll do a pilot. Them and the
No,
Monkeys.
but don't make
Running
that
round,
promise.
speed it up. They can have their songs in it. They can write songs specially for us.
What if they
And
can't
it's them-
act?
And it's them. They can act. They just act themselves running round. We're getting people like McGee and that to come in and sort of be the actors. And,
Yeah.
you know, all those posh actors that appear in Ali G and that.
It sounds like a lot of hard work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, forget it.
Knock it on the head.
Yeah, let's play Radiohead. Radiohead and Let Down off OK Computer on XFM 104.9. Right, let's think of some nice stuff then.
Annoyed how I was yesterday.
Go on.
Just got off the train, and guy comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me, can you spare some change? I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless." And I was so angry. I was in a bad mood anyway, and I just wanted to say to him, well, there's your mistake. Go back to Liverpool. That's why you're homeless. You're in London.
Well, he might have been
You're
homeless in
idiot.
Liverpool and thought...
Well, why'd you come down here?
Well, where would you rather be homeless? Liverpool or London?
Well, Algarve.
Well, no, but I mean, I'd certainly... Do you know what I mean?
But just, why am I supposed to say I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless? Why is that supposed to be a persuading factor? Just annoyed me. I thought there was enough problems here already.
He's going for a double sympathy vote.
Yeah.
I'm homeless and I'm a
He could
Liverpudlian.
have just said I'm from Liverpool. I'd have given him some change. Guy he was from Manchester once. I gave him my sandwich.
Yeah.
There was a thing the other night, right? They do this programme. It's only on in London, so if you listen out of London, you won't know about it. But it's about Oxford Street, right? And
About all the thieving that goes
it's
on
like
and stuff.
thieving,
Yeah.
you know, drug problems in
Yeah.
the streets and that.
Yeah.
You know, what gets on people's nerves, those people with the boards, you know, golf sale and all that. And there's this bit that concentrated on the homeless problem, right? And he said, you know, this fella looks after the homeless. He goes up to him, says, how you doing? Are you hungry? Do you need food and that? He said, you know, a lot of people worry about the homeless, but we do try and look after them. And the Salvation Army were there, and they said, and this is where they can come if they need anything, if they need any food or any clothes, if the shoes are worn out. And he said, oh, can we have a look at that, right? So they go in this little room where all the clothes are, and they go, and there's like a load of jumpers for them in the winter in the cold. And the camera sort of pans across. A load of ties.
Right.
For the homeless.
What?
Ties.
Ties for the homeless?
For round the neck, like, to look smart.
No, they use them as belts. I've seen a lot of...
Or as a lead for their dog.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, ties?
That's what they did. They said, here's the room with all the stuff in it. Right? Jumpers for the homeless. Jumpers, shirts, trainers. And you got a load of ties. Nobody wanted one.
Some evening dress. They got a formal function.
Any cravats? No, where's the cummerbunds? I'm thinking of being homeless outside the Royal Albert Hall tonight. That's where the real pickings are.
I'm breaking in the back door of the Savoy this evening.
Oh, dear.
Another charity thing that I was reading about the other day that they're doing.
Do they give them trainers? Because I've seen a lot of tramps with new trainers, and I think there must be like equivalent of a soup kitchen where they get shoes, because that's it must be, yeah. Otherwise, that's weird, isn't it? You get you blow any money, you beg all day and get a nice new pair of Nike. Yeah, no, don't waste it on clothes. Get some tenants. Get some, special brew. That's the best value. Go on.
Some smack.
Go on.
If you got a lot of worries, you see on the street.
Little starter bag.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah, I know.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah. Well, that's weird you say that, because, you know, a trainer's the most important thing, because, like, you know all the problems in Africa.
Sure.
Right? A lot of problems going on there.
Yeah.
The other day, they're asking for people to send their spectacles to Africa.
Right.
Would you be happy if you were over there and, like, you're hungry and that? And then they say, here you go.
Well, yeah, but it must be for a reason. I don't think
they've got bad eyes and that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they go round. It's not like when you see those things on Live Aid and there's people dying but they're putting specs on them.
No, I think that's what it is.
No, it's not, Carl. They sort out food and medication before they put a little pair of specs on the lads.
That isn't how he came across in the advert.
I think they probably walk hand in hand. You know, the people handing out the food are also, you know, walking alongside guys with the specs, and they're handing them out as well.
But what have they got to look at?
What?
They don't own anything. They'll realise how bad everything is. God, it's rubbish here, isn't it? I tell you, I try and help out the world. I've joined a little charity thing. They pay me £5 a month.
Yeah.
I'm all up for helping.
Yeah.
But sometimes you think, what can we do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can we do?
Okay, what can we do?
We can't do anything.
Okay. Play a record.
We were talking about the debt the other day. I was reading up on the amount of debt that South Africa are in and that, and it's just like, that's without any shops. Do you know what I mean? If they had shops to spend the money on, there'd be murder.
That's third world debt isn't because they bought too many smeg fridges from us. It's shopping. Look, who's been shopping? I have. Oh, well, you've gone over the top. You're on a budget now. You're getting nothing but grain and blankets for the next year because you go mental. Who just
spent £1 billion in Dixon's?
Oh, God.
Forthcoming single from The Thrills, that's called Santa Cruz.
On XFM 104.9.
We were just talking about people who do good work, you know, wandering up and down Oxford Street, giving stuff to the homeless and thing. And I was at they have a little kind of music festival back in my hometown of Bristol, periodically in the summer. They can never really attract any decent acts, but, you know, we support it anyway.
Not even Portishead?
No, they never turn up. No.
Right.
I think that, well, this year it was Robert Plant, who sang lots of old blues covers, and people were quite bored until he played Whole Lot of Love at the end, and then we sort of went, you should have done all the old Led Zeppelin, stop playing all this other nonsense we're not interested in.
So I was set this for next time.
Yeah.
Robert, no.
But I just snuck off into the woods for, you know, a waz, because I'm quite rock and roll like that, and I was passing, and these are a group of people, and I've always thought they never get enough praise, enough credit, and I genuinely, and I mean this entirely sincerely, I really do. I don't mean to be, I'm not taking the mick at all. But the St. John's Ambulance people, they're absolutely blinding because they all look like nerds. I mean, they all look like they're normally kind of fat women or kind of blokes.
I think you're doing very well for their new recruitment campaign.
Well,
so,
I was going to say,
I think you're selling it to people who want to join.
This is my point, Rick, is that they've not changed the uniforms in like 40 years. And it's normally, it's normally the kind of the nerds from your school who went into it or whatever. It's kind of old people. I saw them, they were all sat around in this little area. No one was, nobody just sat around, they were bored, they weren't really enjoying the music. And I thought, look at that, they're not that fat kid over there. I pointed them out to my mate. I said, see that fat one over there in the uniform?
With the glasses and the hairbrush forward.
With the glasses, hairbrush forward, the kind of blue navy jumper.
Satchel.
There's a little satchel, yeah. He is never going to get off with a girl, probably until he's like 30. And even then
it gets to loosen clothes.
And even then it's because he's giving mouth to mouth to her.
yeah.
Right, and I thought he's never going to get anything. And I'll tell you this: all these trendy young girls walking around in their kind of cool summer gear, in their trendy tie dye and the like. I'll tell you, when one of them takes something that's a little bit dodgy that they bought off some guy with dreads, right? And then they're desperate for him and they zip in there. Oh, quick, my friend's, passing out. She's had a funny turn. And he's straight there with his water and his medication. Oh yeah, they need him then, but he doesn't get any action the rest of the time. And that's what annoyed me about it. I thought they're doing a bloody good job. They turn up at sports events, at festivals. No one gives them the time of day. You never hear any good praise about them. And they're there, sat there.
Steve.
Hot or cold.
Tell me the truth now. Did you join the St John's ambulance last week to get some birds?
Got no action.
Really?
I had no action. And I've been passing some dodgy E's around all the festivals.
By the way, your dreads are awful. You can see they're fake.
They made out of newspaper.
They're awful. You really do look an idiot.
But seriously, I'm all joking aside, I genuinely wanted to give some massive props. If I could give some big ups to the St. John's people, because I genuinely, without any joking, I genuinely think they do a brilliant job.
Could I just say how good I think the Salvation Army are? Because you see those elderly ladies with surgical supports, a lot of them, all look like Thor Herd.
Yep. Well, that's a prerequisite to get into that particular army.
And they play that bloody tambourine, rain or shine.
Yeah.
And they are just, all they're trying to do is, save you from burning in hell. And they don't get any respect.
Of the Salvation Army, would they have to get called off?
Yeah, they'd be. It'd be the Gurkhas first, then all the regulars, then the TAs. I think then it's sort of like police,
lifeguards,
yeah, down to I think AA, and then it's the Salvation Army.
Right.
We send in the Salvation Army. Obviously, if we really have lost a lot of casualties,
sure.
and they're the last to go.
Yeah, but they are all highly trained, aren't they? All those old women, they can kill them out.
Yeah,
with a single blow.
Yeah, yeah. So good to them. Good to the John's Ambulance. Good to Salvation Army. Big up.
But I think we should just, if I might introduce a new feature every week, let's just give some props. Let's just give some massive respect to someone who doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah. Who doesn't get enough respect? Who's done a blinding job? Mother Teresa.
She's gone now. She's gone. She won't be listening anyway.
Who's the best person there is? Who's the best person there is? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call, either Carol Vorderman or Esther Anson and say who's the best one you've ever met that did something.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll heap praise upon them next week.
Yeah.
Great.
What?
I just don't like They know they're doing a good job.
Right.
If I did that job, I want a pat on the back.
You wouldn't need a pat on the back.
And people are starting to, it's like Carol Vorderman. I like her. She's all right. She does a good job. But now that Better Homes, they only tend to turn up at people who have had problems. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
leave it. Okay, wait. Come on, what do you mean?
No, it used to start off and it's like...
I haven't seen Better Homes. What is Better Homes?
They go around and do someone's house up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But then they get a bit of bad news. And Carol thinks, I'll cheer them up, I'll give them a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because if you haven't had bad news, it doesn't mean you're not worth a new kitchen.
Did you send in an application?
Yeah. You say that I'm bald, I'm from Manchester.
Well, if you'd written that, they'd have rushed round.
Yeah. What do you mean? What they say, so-and-so's had a bad year, his mum died, he lost his leg, and all he's ever wanted is a chaise longue and a hostess trolley.
And the annoying thing is, right, they might not be the ones who write in, it might be a neighbour, but they also get something sorted out for them.
Really?
So even though the neighbours had a bit of bad news, they go, I'll cash in on this one, I'll send a letter into old Carol, tell her that, mum's passed away.
Yeah.
I'll get a new conservatory sorted.
Sure.
And sometimes the neighbour gets a better deal than the person who... Do you know what I mean? The person who's had a bit of bad news gets like a new little kitchen, whatever. Neighbour next door,
leave the
conservatory.
kitchen, let it go, Carl.
New decking in the...
You had to pay for your own
garden.
kitchen.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Is it all done now, the
kitchen sorted, the bathroom needs...
You had trouble with the grouting, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, we got to do, look, play a record, we got to do the results. And then we got to do Monkey News.
Could we quickly do the results?
Well, you say we've got to do the results. There's not people hanging on for them.
Let's do it and just knock it out there before...
Well, let's play a tune, let's come out and do it.
Eddie and the Hot Rods, yeah, surely. Eddie and the Hot Rods, do anything you want to do. That's uplifting, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh, the drumming. Brilliant. takes me back, all the way back to 1978 on XFM 104.9.
What were you doing? What are your memories?
I was actually probably dancing around miming the drums to that in my bedroom. In fact, I remember...
Were you nude?
No. I remember, I think I had that one on a single, but I'd got it from an old jukebox, so it didn't have a middle.
Sure.
Right, I think they're called dinked, right? And so I had to line it up really carefully, and sometimes by the end it would just slightly go out where the record was moving. Where I just had to... Interesting anecdote there.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What a lovely insight.
Since you're right for asking me what I was doing 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Carl, quick, the results, then monkey news. I need some monkey news, but I need the results first. Right, play it again and give the answers. Here we go.
Songs of
Competition.
phrase.
Songs of phrase.
Name the artist.
Name the artist.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of
Hue and Cry.
That's... Who's that?
Hang on.
Well, that's Philip Bailey again. That's too little.
Right, it was...
That was Roxette. The look.
Yeah. Right, we had Hue and Cry started it off.
Yeah.
16. That was Dean Martin. Because Jane's
That's his
Addiction.
yeah.
Because Chinese Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey, that's second outing he's had. Last one we used him for Chinese, where there was a hairy Chinese kid. He's never got so many royalties being used in racist game shows. Brilliant.
Then Roxette and finishing with George Michael.
Oh dear.
So
brilliant. Who's the winner?
Well, the winner, actually, it looks to me like he's got all of them here, from Bognor Regis. It's Stuart Birch. Well done, Stuart, and you get that bag of tat.
Bognor Regis.
Yep.
Oh,
just need his
takes me
address.
back as well.
Yeah, if you just email in your address, Stuart, and you can have those goodies. If you're not interested, don't bother.
Steve. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Karl Pilkington.
Right. Do you know the monkey that went into space?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 1958.
Right.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did he do next?
What
he
did the
do
monkey do next?
Yeah.
One appearance on Celebrity Squares and it was like forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, cut a novelty record.
Yeah, just like Rick Waller.
I'll tell you what happened. He got back and all that.
He got back. Heroes welcome.
NASA sort of said, you did a good job. And that's where a lot of people think it all ended.
Sure.
Yeah.
But NASA were like, well, hang on a minute. We spent a lot of time. We've trained him up and stuff. So he's like, he's saying, sure, I've learned a lot. I've still got it all. I've kept it all. I know what to do. So they said, right, we'll use you. So he turned into like a bit of a trainer at NASA.
We wanted to send you out on the top of an organ.
yeah. Put on this little bellhop out there.
Could you smoke fags?
Yeah.
I'll have a go.
So they were getting in new monkeys. The main man at NASA was saying, can you teach us the sound? He's going, of course I can. Do you know what I mean? I remember it all. I know what's going on. I'll tell him what buttons to press, what to do in emergencies, that sort of thing. It was technically sort of employed by the army.
Right, can I just fit in here? I don't know the story, Carl, and I might embarrass myself here. You've got an army of people out there that will probably send me an equally deranged email from a different website, but I'm pretty sure when they sent the monkey into space, it was to monitor his physiology. He didn't press any buttons or learn to dock or take off. It was just the effects of weightlessness and space on basically a primate. I'm pretty sure he was tied in with electrodes to his head. So, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I could be proved.
But even if that were the case, and he had learned to press one or two very basic buttons...
Definitely not. Definitely
but
not.
even if it were the case, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't have brought him back to train up Neil Armstrong.
Right, definitely. Go on.
Going, Neil, what are you going to say when you come out there?
Yeah.
I was thinking of just saying, hello, I'm on the moon.
Hello, it's made of cheese. Don't say that. What about... I've noticed that you got little legs, right? But mankind stepped forward. Well, how could I put that?
I was just going to say, hello, I'm on the moon. It's great to be here. I wish you were here.
I've got to think so
Hi,
about that.
Mum.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, basically he got back. They sorted him out with a nice pension. He was happy. Because of like the rank that he got, he was like, he had loads of medals and stuff. He said, right, we'll make him a colonel. He got that. Like I say, he got a pension. That was the end. He died in 1969. He was buried with his wife. He passed away.
His wife. I'm sure it just goes on to a different website about something completely different. And
you're talking about Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. His page is missing. Oh dear.
So
well, Carl, if someone could call in Did they train Leica the dog to sort of like, you know, dock and
He never
re-entry?
made it back, did he, Leica?
They didn't bother. They didn't even bother.
Didn't bother to bring him back.
They just sent him up there, and they didn't have technology to bring him back. And they just went, yeah, that's that. That's brilliant. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think of that, Carl? Rubbish, isn't it?
Sort of brought it down a bit. But
But the little monkey made a colonel. Hero. Big hero. What was he in? What craft was he in? Sputnik.
Just hang on a minute. He was in Jupiter AM.
Yeah.
Let me see that piece of paper.
Yeah, I can guarantee there's nothing there about his training other than let's hope he's not sick on the control panel when we shoot him up at 400 Gs. Oh dear. I love the fact that you think that this monkey was a high... Do you know what I mean? Do you, when you think of these things that are less than a monkey's face, do you think of the Planet of the Apes? Like they're sort of talking sort of chimps and gorillas and they're in tunics on horseback with snub-nosed rifles. What do you think of?
Just a little monkey getting on with it. He knows his job, he knows what he's got to do, he gets on with it.
Look, he's pressed the button. Watch him press the button. This takes me back. Do you remember 1965, I think it was?
We're going to use him to train other DJs.
That's it then.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.